Okay, welcome in to this Gold 78 matchup between Mikaway and Toast. We'll be getting started in about 2 minutes, but before then, or until then I should say, let's have a look at the at the CTL scoreboard. See what's happening. So we've got GBToast smack bang in the middle. Half of his matches have been played, with as many won as lost. About a 5% promotion chance at the moment, 0% relegation chance. Facing off against Mikaway, who has won 2 of his matches, lost 3 of them. Has less than a 1% chance of promotion, but no chance of relegation. We are playing a single set, best of 7. Say hello to our players. And let's get a seed in the chat. Your seed for today is FF7E7F. What are Fs? F's in the chat for this seed, indeed. Yep. Alright, let's see. FF7E, 7F, FF7E, 7F, FF7E, 7F. Okay, both players on the correct seed. Who has level select? I think... Yeah, I think it's Mikaway. So, Mikaway, when you're ready, let's get a level select from you. Guessing 18, but don't want to assume. Fair enough. $18, okay. Well, both players ready and on the correct seed, so let's get it counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, both players getting started. We've got Mikaway on the left with a personal best of 1 million. And 7,000 points. Facing off... Oh, wait a minute. Both players in a little bit of trouble here. GB had a little bit of a delayed burn set up there, but is now sorted out, as is Mikaway's board. Mikaway has an ELO of 1,402. These players have never faced each other, if the ELO is to be believed. And Mikaway has a win percent chance of 50.2%. Mikaway is facing off against GBToast, who has a personal best of 892,000. Made his debut in Mini D 2024, where he faced off... Oh, Toast is in trouble. Toast is going to top out with 34,000 points, giving Mikaway game number 1, who is currently at 102,000 points. So Mikaway, you are good. You weren't joking when you said Fs in the chat. Well, this one is not as much Fs. Both players on the correct seed. GB, Toast, are we going 18 again? It's the James Bond seed. Yep. Both players ready? Let's get game number 2 counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Hopefully, I can actually get through the stats before they top out. That would be good. Toast's first match was in Mini D versus Vicious Rhubarb, which he lost 0-3. His elo is 1,401, which places him 1 spot below Mikaway. And his win percent chance today is 49.8. So very close matchup here. Both players getting started with cleaner boards. Not looking at any early top outs yet, although Mikaway with a couple of unfortunate squares which had to block the well off. Could be spending a little bit of time trying to clean this off, which gives Toast the opportunity to start building an early lead, which he is doing. We've got Mikaway with 77,000 points to Toast's 97,000 points. So Toast with about a 1 Tetris lead here. Both players keeping it clean. Looks like could be in a little bit of a drought, but both get the long bar for the Tetris. At past 40 lines, we've got Mikaway with 194,000 points to Toast's 212. So Toast holding on to about a 1 Tetris lead here. Both players stacking very nicely. Got that nice sloped stack, left higher than the right, leaving burn options, keeping it accommodating. Both now just waiting on Tetrises. There's one for Toast. And there's one for Mikaway. 275 for Mikaway, 291 for Toast. Oh, Toast having to close off the well for a while he deals with this hole in the stack. But Mikaway also having to close the well a little bit higher, had a long bar dependency, had to plug it. So could be digging for a while as Toast gets clean, getting ready for a Tetris. getting ready to extend his lead. Mikaway is clean. And there is a simul Tetris. Mikaway is at 3-3-4. GB is at 3-3-0. So neck and neck. And with a simul Tetris from both players, that is where it's staying. We're nearing we're at the 100 line mark, otherwise known as the Joey Parker turn. Both players need to start getting their boards ready for the 19 transition. Nice tuck set up for Mikaway, gets the J piece. Tucks it in nicely. Mikaway is at 472,000 points to Toast's 471,000 points, so staying neck and neck are these players. But Mikaway in a little bit of a situation, has a burn, very close to transition as well. It's getting good pieces to hopefully burn this down. And transitions with 482,000 points. But still relatively high up. Toast transitions with 504,000 points. Mikaway is dangerously high for 19. Is getting burns, but just can't do it, and is going to top out at 489,000 points, giving game number 2 to Toast, who is currently at 511,000 points. Yeah, your board was not ready for 19. But that's okay. Things happen. I don't know what happened to your seed. There you go. You're good. Okay, 1170. Yeah, okay, both players on the correct seed. Both players ready for game number 3. So let's get it counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, both players getting started. A little bit of an early, awkward sequence to start with. So both players having to burn a little bit before getting into scoring position, but both players now open. Ready for that Tetris. There's the long bar simul Tetris. Mikaway had to close off the well on the right-hand side. It's getting it open again, but it's definitely cost him a little bit of pace. We've got Mikaway with 78,000 points to Toast's 77,000 points. So neck and neck game here once again. Good adjustment on the S piece there for Mikaway. Oh, but Toast is in trouble. A little bit high up. Needs this game for promotion. And I think the pressure just got to him as he's going to top out at 79,000 points, giving game number 3 to Mikaway. Oh, it's you who has to go perfect. Whoops. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, no pressure. Just win the games, you know? Don't lose. Shrimple as. Lukey has to lose his final set. Interesting. You do indeed have fast lane. Okay, both players are ready on the same seed for game number 4. Let's get it counted down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Jumped the gun there a little bit. Or the bot was too slow, who knows? I'm gonna go with the bot. I'm perfect. Both players getting started out with nice board states, handling the opening sequence very nicely. Nice flat burns there from Mikaway, keeping everything safe and down low. A little bit of a jagged board here for Mikaway. Such as having to burn for a little while, whereas Toast's board remains accommodating, flat with that gentle slope. And ready for the Tetris. Mikaway is clean, also ready for the Tetris. Simul. We've got Mikaway with 102,000 points to Toast's 120,000 points. Make that 142,000 points. So Toast holding on to about a 1 Tetris lead here over Mikaway. Both players staying clean. Simul Tetris. 223 to Mikaway to Toast's 240. A little bit of a rough piece there for Toast's board. Is able to get this cleaned out fairly quickly. Players are now neck and neck. 246 to 246. Nice flat burn of the L piece and the J piece. We love to see it. Tetris for Mikaway, bringing him to 339,000 points to Toast's 318. So it's Mikaway now with the 1 Tetris lead over Toast. However, Mikaway is now back in a little bit of a dig, giving Toast the opportunity to catch back up. His board's very safe, it's accommodating. Mikaway gets out of trouble and out of the dig. 374 to Mikaway, to Toasts 380, 371. So we are back to neck and neck. Nice J-tuck from Mikaway. And we are past the 100 line mark, or the Joey Parker turn. Mikaway a little bit high. Needs to start thinking about the 19 transition here. Toast keeping it low. But Mikaway having to close the well just before the longbow comes for the Tetris. And the board is getting messy up top. Gets a Tetris, 477 to 423, but he has stalled his board slightly for this. Transitions. 483,000 for Mikaway. And is starting to burn it down. One more burn will do it for Toast. And he's going to transition with 458,000 points. Mikaway is getting clean. Just a couple more burns. The pieces are just not being super kind to Mikaway here. GB is clean, is getting Tetrises. Chipping away at that score deficit. 505 to Mikaway, 481 to Toast. A little bit of misdrop there for Mikaway. Going to extend this burn a little bit. Oh, the misdrop of the square as well. And it's over for Mikaway at 509,000 points, but Toast tops out as well at the same time with 484, giving Mikaway game number 4. Really? How bad? 53? Yeah, yikes, that's not great. Okay, both players ready? Let's get game number 5 underway in 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is match point to Mikaway. So wanting to take this, stay perfect, get that promotion. Toast wanting to stay in this. Get some elo. Both players getting started out. Boards are looking good for both players. Well, a little bit of trouble there for Mikaway. Certainly nothing that we haven't seen him overcome before. It's definitely going to slow him down some. That long bar's going to help. We've got Mikaway with 97,000 points to Toast's 76,000 points, make that 99,000 points. So neck and neck. And all the while Mikaway is in a dig, it gives Toast the opportunity to start building a little bit of a lead. However, right as I say that, Mikaway gets out of the dig, starts building for more scoring. $128 to Mikaway, $171 to Toast. So Toast holding on to about a 1 Tetris lead here. Amazing spin from Mikaway, and another amazing spin from Mikaway. Moves like that make you question whether you really are streaming a gold match. Is this not CTL? What is happening? A little bit of a mountain forming for Mikaway. Needs to take some time to sort this out. $234 to Mikaway, $253 to Toast. Toast holding on to that 1 Tetris lead. Both players keeping it clean, getting down some scoring. Mikaway has taken over the lead. Mikaway is at 348,000 points to Toast's 329,000. One thing I've noticed about Toast, he always passes the Akibar. I have never seen this man once take an Akibar. Which is obviously very safe, very consistent, but it's interesting. Both players in a little bit of a dig right now. Mikaway more so than Toast, who is now open and ready for the Tetris. And we are past the 100 line mark. Mikaway 427 to Toast's 405. Both players keeping it low into transition as we rapidly approach 19 speeds. Both actually building up for a Tetris, but it looks like they are getting droughted slightly. For Mikaway, the bar comes just one piece too late as he closes the well, but gets another one. 475 to 459. Mikaway with the advantage. Mikaway transitions with 486,000 points to Toast's 487,000 point transition. Very close transition scores here. Toast is in trouble. Couple of misdrops, and it's going to top out at 497,000 points, giving game number 5 and the set to Mikaway. Congratulations. Congratulations, Mikaway. Commiserations, Toast. Both of you played fantastically, but Mikaway just had the edge. Okay. 4-1. That is noted down. I will get this reported after this evening of restreaming. I have been Alice Fan. I'm gonna take a half an hour break, but in half an hour we've got another match coming up. We've got TNP Silver 84 with Idud facing off against Twao. And then directly after that, we've got Idud versus Gandalf. So an evening of Tetris to be enjoyed. I've been Alice Fern. I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Goodbye.